Hey guys, Long Haul Larry here. It is 3:15 a.m. I am in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Just got done my break. Gonna actually run across the street. There's a Flying J over there. I'm gonna run over there and give me a cup of coffee and hit the Dung Road. Start getting her going. Get up there and get empty and go home. So let's get it. I can't talk right now. So let's make it happen, Captain. See ya.
Good morning, YouTube. It's time to get up out of bed. The sun's trying to get up. Sunday morning. Trying to get up, brush out those cobwebs, put on those frilly dresses, and get ready for church. And I'm not talking about you, Eric. You don't need to be putting on the frilly dress. We are heading northbound into Chicago. We're going to be heading right through downtown. It is 6:18 a.m. 74 degrees. Big bump. Hang on. Whee! We're going to be heading right on up through downtown. We might even run 41 up too. We'll see how traffic's doing. We have 266 miles to our destination of Reinhardt Foods up in Shawano, Wisconsin. Another big bump. Hands up. Woo! It's like a roller coaster. Well, Powerball is at 110 million, so that means it didn't win. Somebody sent me the numbers, the comments I saw in a comment from somebody. They sent the winning numbers. They are mine. Oh. So I guess we didn't win that one. What does I say? I'll have to try it again tomorrow. Tell you the truth, I've never won anything in those lottery things. What's really funny is that I have, I had this dream like years ago. I'm talking, probably 8 to 10 years ago, something like that. And I had this dream that I won the lottery. It had gotten up to like, I think it was like 100 million or something. It was a huge amount for that time. And I had this dream. I was running, I think, across Ohio, that I won the lottery. And I got all this money. And what I did is I went around and I went to all my family, all my brothers, and nieces and nephews and everything, and I gave everybody a chunk of money. Like everybody got $1 million or something like that. And then I flew out to my parents' place and I gave them a check for $2 million, and I says, spend as much as you can, or something like that. And then I bought an airplane and started flying and stuff, and bought myself some cabin out in the woods and everything, and that's where I was. And I called up John and I'm like, this dream was so real, I think I'm gonna win. And he said, well, he says, I guess we should make a deal then. And I said, what's a deal? He said, if I win, I'll give you $1 million. If you win, you have to give me $1 million. I said, all right, sounds like a deal. Here's the problem. John never buys a lottery ticket. So I kind of think that's a one-sided deal there. But it don't hurt to play once in a while. It's a couple dollars. I just have to kind of, I do have to kind of control myself. Because I'll be real honest with you guys, I have a very addictive behavior. Oh, rough road. It's always been that way. I recognize it, which is good. There's been times when I've been like invited to go on trips and stuff, and pretty much next to nothing. Things are paid for. Hey, let's go to Vegas. I will not step foot in Vegas. That would be bad. So it's good that I recognize that, I guess. And I do go to casinos. I used to be kind of bad at it, and I used to spend a lot of money, and that's kind of when I sat down and took a look at things and said, you gotta slow down here. And so I kind of put myself in check. I do go once in a while. A lot of times when me and my brother, we go snowmobiling together, there's some casinos up there and stuff like that, and we'll go snowmobiling during the day, and then at night we'll go to the casino or something. My brother is a lot like me. We have kind of a lot of the same traits, and he's got the same thing as me. Wait, kind of stuck here in a hard place. Somebody next to me, he ain't gonna move over. He's gonna want to race me. I already know that. So I could see him doing it, and the thing is that he has a lot more money financially. He has a lot more money to throw around, and I see him going to places. I mean, these casinos and just lose thousands of dollars. It's pretty crazy, actually. And to tell you the truth, I used to be the same way, but now I limit myself. If I'm going to go in a casino, I only take $100 or maybe $200 in. And if I lose it, then I lose it, and I make myself walk away. So, and I try to control it so that don't do it very much. But I love playing poker. I just love to do it. And I'm pretty good at it too. Cash games, not so good. The cash games, there's too many cowboys. Too many guys that saw somebody on TV win some big hand with, 5-7 offsuit, and they think they can do the same thing, and they just bet huge amounts and try to bluff everything out, and then they end up hitting it, and win and stuff. So it's just too many cowboys. I like to play the tournaments, and I have played in quite a few of them actually over the years. I've won quite a few. For 8 months when I was an owner-operator with WL, I shattered my left leg in 8 places, and I was laid up for 8 months, and I was an owner-operator, so I had no pay, nothing, no disability or nothing. And I actually supported myself by playing cards. I actually did do that. I would go around, there was like bars all around the area where I live, and there's like bars all over the place, and certain days they have like a poker tournament thing, and somehow it's legal, and the bars don't keep any part of the money. It's all taken into a pool, and it's split off in the first, second, third, fourth. It matters how many people are there, how many people get paid. But I would go and play in these little tournaments like this, and there'd be 20, 30 people in these tournaments. It cost you like $20, $40 to get into it. And you could win $200, $300, $400. And I used to go and play in these, and I actually used to support myself doing that. I would win anywhere probably from about $300 to about $800 a week. and playing these little tournaments like this. But it was pretty good. It was fun, but sometimes you lose too. But when you play on smaller, it's only $20 to $40 the enter. It's not the biggest thing. There was one big one that they have once a month. It's actually down by West Bend, Wisconsin, and that one is, I think, $50 to enter. And it's the upstairs, like a banquet hall thing in a bar. And it's pretty big. It's actually some kind of benefit for somebody's son at something. I can't remember. I haven't been there in years. It was something to do with some kind of disease that he contracted or something. And he, the parents would have this tournament, and they would take a percentage of it and donate it to this thing or something like that. And it was a big tournament. A lot of people would come in there. And I went to that one, I think, twice. And I won first place once, and I won third place another time. And the first place was, I think it was like $1,800 or something like that. It was pretty good. So, but haven't been in one of those for a while. Don't get the time anymore. It's kind of being the working man, you know. So I kind of keep myself in check. So the lottery thing, it's like, yeah, once in a while I'll throw a couple dollars out, but I'm not one of those guys that goes out and throws $100 a week or every time there's a drawing and has a little book and all the stuff, and then I see these guys going to the gas stations, and it's like, hey, now I understand why the jackpots get so high. I don't think I've ever won over $1, to tell you the truth, in one of those lottery deals. Well, we just drove right on past the NS Stony Rail there over there. I used to be in there all the time. You guys remember my older videos? Heading into downtown Chicago. Me and Aaron here, my Overdrive 7 Pro GPS. Couple issues with it. People asked me questions about it when I got it, and said I hope it has like a free lifetime map upgrades or whatever you call that. It does, I guess. It does have that. I need to do an upgrade on it because it hasn't done one. Even when I bought it first, when I went through, I was kind of surprised because I had to hook to Wi-Fi the first time that I fired it up, and I was kind of surprised that it didn't automatically do an update, because afterwards somebody mentioned that, and I was like, you know, it didn't. And I remember seeing a button on there that said that you could do an update, but I would think it should do it automatically. But so I don't know how long it's sitting, you know, some warehouse someplace since I bought it. It's been sitting in some warehouse and trucked around and then sitting in that Love's that I bought it at. You know, so this thing could be 6 months, a year old actually. So I probably should do an update on it. Couple things I'm not liking about it, and I know people are going to say, oh, just go into the settings. But one thing is that it constantly tries to route me toll roads, and I have it set in the settings to route. You can have choices where you can do like no toll roads at all, toll roads, or you can do toll roads only when necessary, or something like that it's called. I don't remember. And that's what I have it set to, that, you know, only when it's necessary to do toll roads. And I just came up off of 30 and stuff, and this thing was just trying to get me so bad to get up on that turnpike and run that turnpike, and it's like, why? There's no reason. And then when I went and picked up down there in Arlington, Texas too, it took me right downtown. Instead of routing me around and then taking, coming down through Fort Worth on non-toll roads and then being right there on a 20, it routed me into Dallas and then cut me across on the George Bush Turnpike, which I didn't even think about it. And by the time I was down there, I was like, I realized that what it was doing was putting me on that turnpike. I was right downtown. It was like, I was tight on time. I couldn't mess around. I had to go, so I just followed it. The other thing is that I don't like how it doesn't zoom in when you kind of get close to your destination, I think once you get like maybe 5 miles away or so, the map ought to zoom in and automatically show you kind of the streets and stuff. It really doesn't do that. I don't know, maybe that's something in the settings. I don't know. But it doesn't do that. And here's the last thing that I don't like about it. Somebody asked me, they said, hopefully it has traffic updates. It does. But here's the bad thing about it. You have to be hooked to Wi-Fi. You have to be connected to the internet to get that service. So I would have to sit here and pay. Now I have my iPad over here, and I could hook that up as a hotspot. But if you keep that connected as a hotspot, that's going to pull data, and I'm going to get a big charge on that thing. So it's like, I don't know. This is the first GPS I've ever owned. I've never been a big thing about GPS. If I've ever really needed it, I've actually just punched it up on my phone. But this is my first actual GPS I've ever purchased. I don't know if other GPSs do that automatically with traffic updates, but this one here, you got to be connected to the internet. That I don't like. I think that's wrong. Because guys, I paid a lot of money for this thing. I kind of felt like I wanted to get top of the line, and I think I did, and if there's a traffic situation ahead, it does not tell me about it. And like with my phone, if there's an accident or something ahead, it'll try to route me off the highway or whatever and around it and stuff like this. This doesn't. It doesn't say nothing. So I don't know. Maybe sometime I might connect it up to the internet, connect it through my iPad, and just kind of keep a track of it and see what kind of charges it incurs. Maybe it'll be within, because I know I have a certain amount of data that can be used on my hotspot without an extra charge. Maybe it will not use that much data, and maybe it'll stay within the limits. I don't know. So those are things I don't like about it. It does work good though, and I really like how I have it mounted. I think JVD Travels, he was doing a video and he got in here and he was like, it really is a good spot in it. It's like the perfect spot in this Kenworth here, because I mean those gauges for the transmission and rear ends and stuff like that, I'm not doing heavy haul, so I don't need to sit there and watch my temperatures to see if they're rising and stuff like that. So not worried about that. So I kind of covered them up, and it's like the perfect spot. If I need to get my dash apart, it just pops right off. It's just held on by a magnet, and I can take my dash off yet. So, and I do have to do that. That is my goal for this evening. I need to put in my backup camera system. That company with that backup camera, they're getting mad at me. I know. And I completely understand it too. It's just that I'm working. It's all I'm doing is just driving, and I've brought along all the tools I would need to do it. But I just had full days every day. I mean, I'm doing 70 hours a week of driving, and getting home one day, and then by the time I get home, it's like, oh, I gotta go to sleep. That's being a truck driver. So you can pretty much ask any truck driver that. It's like, it's great to get home, and then everybody wants, okay, you're home, let's go do something. And it's like that first day, it's just like, oh, just I need a day, just relax, because you got to kind of unwind and get back into a schedule, especially doing this over road, because sometimes your days, sometimes your nights, you really don't have kind of a set schedule, and it kind of messes with you. Well, there you can see the downtown Chicago skyline, kind of in a haze. We're heading downtown at 6:38 a.m., 77 degrees. Just rolling along. Then when I get home tonight, I'm actually going to, because I have a cover for this seat. And I want to say a thank you to Kenworth dealer up in Green Bay, Wisconsin. They're where I got this hat at. And I also got a seat cover. It's a really nice seat cover. I might be able to, yep, there we go. It's right here. Coveralls, it's called. And real nice seat cover. And I kind of wanted a seat cover so that you spill your coffee or whatever. That way, once in a while, you can pull the seat cover off and wash it. And then, just in case John ever comes, has to get back in my truck, and I gotta take him home again, and he does a lot of that. Then, So, but the thing is I put that other seat cover on and I did not like it at all. So I didn't want that other seat cushion. So I didn't want to put that seat cover on there, because I want to put the seat cover over the cushion, so that way every time I'm getting in and out of the truck, the seat cover or the seat cushion doesn't move around. And sometimes then you get out and you come out and it's like hanging out the seat or tries to fall out the door or something. So what I'm going to do is, since this one is working real well for me, I talked about it yesterday that people have been asking about it. I said, yeah, it's working great. I just kind of have to move it up a little bit so my tailbone is just off the back. I don't know if that's a good review for it or not, but I don't know. I got a messed up back, so that's the way that it works for me. And so I don't know if that's a bad review of it or good review, but it's comfortable the way I'm sitting on it. But now that I got it where I want it and it's working for me, I'm going to take some bobby pins when I get home, and I'm going to secure it right to the seat so it stays right exactly where I want it. And then I'm going to put my seat cushion over the top, or my seat cover over the top of it. So that'll be good. There's your downtown. So I was watching JBG Travel's video this morning when I woke up about him driving down the side roads, following behind me and stuff. He was all excited to pass me on the 270 up there. Got a bit of bad news for you, John. I was going the speed limit. I couldn't open up Big Blue, so I'll give you that pass. Oh, it's always a bad bump right there. car really wanted to get over to everything else. But I was watching this video going up those back roads and up towards Van Bert and all that stuff. And somebody sent me a comment saying it's not Van Bert. I didn't say Van Bert. I said Van Bert. I guess my W sounds like a B. I don't know. But I was watching that video and like John did not seem happy. He was just blah, blah, blah. He just did not seem very excited. Oh, that's John texting me right now. He did not seem very excited to be going those back roads. Just didn't seem to be his thing, I think. I actually enjoy driving those back roads. I would actually rather do that if the timing is good, if the back road keeps, if it's out of my way and it's going to eat up my clock, well then of course I'm not going to do it. I'm going to run the highway. But running those back roads, if I can do that, and actually that one going that way actually saves me time, I'm going to do it. Yeah, I just think you see more interesting things than just going down the highway, Get to see more of the real America, I guess. The Polish Roman Catholic Union of America. That's quite the mouthful. Oh boy, somebody else is getting their house moved. Hopefully this guy doesn't have a brake problem. That other guy burned up out there, and was that Oklahoma, I think it was? Yeah. I felt so bad. My heart just went out to that family that had all their belongings like that. Yeah, it's gonna be covered under insurance. The trucking company will cover it. And probably if it's not going to be 100% covered, they probably have homeowners insurance that probably cover a little bit more of it, but it's not going to cover all the memories of the belongings they had in there and stuff. So my heart just went out to them. It's just to lose all that like that. Well, there we go. We are through Chicago, on our way to Shawano, Wisconsin. Trying to think anything else happening. Nothing much, I don't think. Everything is good. Oh, somebody said that I haven't even looked at it. Oh, not the popo was sitting in there. Somebody has said to send me a comment and said congrats on hitting 6,000 subs. I haven't looked at it. I knew I was getting close. If I did, thank you guys. I mean, that's just awesome. It's just really cool that you guys take that time out of your lives to spend it with me and hang out with me a little bit. I so much appreciate it. And I think what we're gonna do, I'm thinking about going over by John's house tonight for a little bit. And I've been kind of looking into the rules and everything else about doing giveaways and all this stuff. And they're really funny. I mean, it was gonna be so complicated. I know John just did a hat thing, and I know there's other sites that just do it. But I was looking at it, trying to figure it out legally. Okay, this is the way it has to be done. And I was talking, and I was going to have to do a website, and then I would have to post it on YouTube and say you'd have to go to this website to enter it. And then I had to have this software to run a contest on it. It was just like, it's getting overwhelming. I think what I'm going to do is just do a comment generator. So I'm going to go over and I'm going to talk to Jackie because she's the one who did it with John's video. And I don't know how to do it. Probably go watch some videos on how to do it or something. But She's right there, so I might go over there and ask her just to show me how to do it. Maybe we'll shoot a video tonight or something like that and do some giveaway. And I kind of owe one. We went right past 5,000 real fast. That was cool. So maybe we'll just do that, and maybe we'll do like pick 2 people or something like that. But legally, I have to say it's not for hitting 5,000 or 6,000 subscribers. So there we go. I'm gonna let you guys go. Video's getting a little bit long, but I will catch you guys later. I hope everyone out there is having themselves a great day, a great night when you're watching this here video. If you're not, well, we can always change up by trying it over tomorrow. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.